When Rita hit southwest Louisiana in September of 2005, Cameron Parish had a population of nearly 10,000 people. Today, that number is barely over 4,000.
The storm didn't just start a decline in population, but in agriculture as well. Twyla's Josh Meeks spoke with one of the few in Cameron Parish who still has an ag operation.
Rita made landfall here, and Cameron Parish is a Category 3 hurricane, bringing sustained winds of nearly 100 miles an hour, as well as a 16-foot-high storm surge that reached as far inland as Lake Charles. In Cameron Parish alone, Rita was responsible for either destroying or severely damaging 90% of all buildings.
20 years later, few remnants of those buildings remain. Mangled steel, missing roofs, the all too familiar sign of a hurricane-ravaged town. When Rita came through, most had evacuated. And for Jake McCain, who had just started a cattle operation in 2004, he was forced to leave his cows behind.
Everything's a lake, the whole place. And that's whenever it kind of hit you that, hey, all them cattle are underwater.
He was fortunate that his cattle were able to climb up on a levee and survive the flooding, but many of his neighbors weren't as fortunate.
I know a lot of people tried to move them out, but you can't. You only got so much time. I mean, there's no telling how many cattle were down here that you couldn't even catch, probably.
McCain says he's slowly taken on land over the past 20 years as more people have gotten out, as Rita wasn't the only storm to have significant impacts in Cameron Parish.
For Ike came 4 or 5 years later, pretty much did the exact same thing, except the water was deeper. Yeah. And then Laura came and just literally wiped the place off the map. And then right after that, Delta come through. 30 days later, I think. But I mean, everything was already screwed up, so it didn't really matter. Yeah. Or it didn't matter, but it was already, damage was already done.
Farmers are resilient, but everyone has their breaking point.
How many times can you lose everything and do it again? And they've did it in my time 4 times.
Another who stayed is Jake's dad, Tal McCain. When Rita came through, he rode out the storm in a tugboat.
Yeah, I talked to the storm maker before I went on that boat, and I felt that he was going to take care of us.
He says it's not weakness to leave. Sometimes the cards are just stacked against you.
So expensive. Most people can't rebuild. You have to be able to financially, I would say you'd have to be able to replace your house if it got blown away, you know. Yeah. You have to be financially able to build a home, and really any time, any storm season, you might have to build another one, you know, the way it looks, like the way things been.
The spirit stays strong for the people who are still here in Cameron Parish, but there's no telling what could change if another storm like Rita or Laura or Delta were to come through. For now, reporting from Cameron Parish for This Week in Louisiana Agriculture, I'm Josh Meeks.
The storms also all but eliminated Cameron Parish's once strong fishing industry. Oil and gas and tourism also suffered substantial losses that have not yet been recovered.